You really tend to feel worthless because, you're that thing that's on the side of the street that people just kind of look at and walk past. And nobody really cares about you. It's hard to feel cared about, and it's hard to want to carry on.
I spent a lot of times at the library. Thank God they stayed open pretty late, but I did have, I had to be back at the shelter at a certain time. I had a backup plan. I had many backup plans. It is so exhausting, especially in the winter. It's just, like, if all your backup plans go, like, away in the winter, you're just sitting outside in the cold, and it's just terrible. Living in a shelter is not easy, especially when you're going to college and everyone, like, there's like 40 people in there and they're all screaming or like doing stuff, and you're like, where am I gonna do my homework?
A lot of us here either have a history of like homelessness or disability, or there's a lot of limitations that come with being homeless. There are multiple things that can like contribute. It's not just financial instability to begin with. I mean, for me, it was like I came out to my family and that was it, so.
A place like Attention Homes Apartments is extremely important because the majority of the people coming here are coming, from the streets or exiting the foster care system and have nowhere to go. And a lot of us have never known what a supportive, loving environment feels like, or to have a place of our own.
I don't have to wear a backpack all the time everywhere I go. It was nice.
I've put away the homeless pack, so we're good. I've like gotten to a point where I can finally feel like I'm starting to maybe trust this place just a little bit more. I can finally, like have somewhere where I can just be openly creative. I put a lot of artwork on my door. When you're freaking stable in housing, that anxiety kind of goes away. It feels like you finally managed to dip your head above the water and like be able to relax and not be freaking out about a lot of basic needs. When you've done nothing but freak out over basic needs for a large portion of your life, it kind of does something to you,
The staff has helped me through so much. I've been able to accomplish so much that I honestly don't think I would have if I was somewhere else or living where I was living before. And it's just kind of leaves you speechless.
I think a lot of us kind of went through that phase here of realizing that we have free time and things that we could do instead of worrying about food or shelter or being warm.
The people who live here are valid, if that makes sense. Like, we live so close to downtown, we have a view of the mountains, like it's not in some crappy little corner tucked away. Like, it's out in the open, people know we're here. That might not always be what people want, but I think it adds a lot of validation to people who live here.
I started feeling more confident. Like, okay, now is the time for me to make a plan for my future. Make sure that I never ever have to be homeless again.